Afternoon, I should say, and welcome to a new live stream. I'm going to do a quick live stream here, answering some questions. But most importantly, I have to go through some trade setups, all right? So hopefully you're interested in that. We'll talk about some possibilities. We'll talk about what has momentum at this point of time, so that people, if you're watching this a little bit later, you can also look it back. And it's not correct English, I think, but you can see all of the trade setups we have spoken about. First, wanted to briefly just welcome everybody to the stream. Hope you're all doing great. Obviously, the last week, when we're talking about market circumstances, has not been amazing. I mean, personally, I've lost quite a lot of money last week, and then this week, I was able to buy Bitcoin relatively low during the spike down on Tuesday, so quite happy with that. But ultimately, we'll see where that leads us. I mean, at this point of time, Bitcoin is holding relatively well. You can see we had some high volume coming in right here as well after the NYO. And so far that is continuing, and that's continuing while the general market circumstances are definitely not amazing. I mean, if you look at if you look at equities, equities are still pulling back, right? I mean, this is the S&P 500. And that's still pulling back, and Bitcoin is actually holding on relatively well. So the moment that the volatility index actually pulls back, and the moment that we actually see the S&P 500 find some local support, which who knows where the hell that is, then I have I'm not worried about Bitcoin. It will easily hit 103. It will easily hit 104. But okay, so welcome to the stream, everybody. Let me quickly, everything is all right? In terms of the audio, in terms of the screen, you can see everything, right? I mean, I have to zoom in a little bit, I think, on the charts, but outside of that, should be fine. So let me quickly post that we are live everywhere. I'm personally, at the moment, I'm in an up-toss trade. But outside of that, not much. Pretty good trades. I mean, as you can see right here, it's decent. I might take a small TP1 right here. There's quite a lot of momentum coming in. That's wonderful. Wonderful. But okay. Okay. Let me quickly see. Let me quickly type that I'm live everywhere. Okay, yep, and there, and there, and there, and there, and that should be it. Okay, let's get started. It's going to be a relatively short live stream, I think. I think we'll live stream for about 30 minutes or so. I think that's okay. I think all of you are okay with that as well. Welcome, Cloudy Sweet Pea, welcome to the stream. Souk Shahid, welcome to the stream. Cedric, welcome to the stream. Mira, welcome to the stream. Siddharth, welcome. We'll talk about XPL. XPL, quite a lot of momentum. So we will definitely talk about that. Dogecoin news, I haven't seen any Dogecoin news specifically. I mean, Dogecoin is also not outperforming the market, right? I don't think so, at least. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, okay, we'll start with XPL. I see a lot of people talking about XPL, so we'll start with that, and then afterwards, I'm probably going to look at some coins. I want to look at myself first. Okay, I think that's most interesting for most people as well, right? Because there's a couple of coins that I saw had quite a lot of momentum, and I need to analyze them because there might be some money there, and ultimately I'm a trader. All right, when there's opportunities. I need to identify those relatively quickly, and there also is a positive in there for all of you, right? But wow, quite a lot of people joining the stream. Welcome, Rob Collins. We will definitely talk about Near, and welcome to the stream. Kyler, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How are you? Thijs, welcome to the stream. Government shutdown. I don't know more than you. At this point of time, it's uncertain. I mean, the uncertainty is rising in the markets, as you can see. And the uncertainty about the government shutdown is not resolved, right? So that's obviously helping the prices, or that's obviously pushing up the volatility in index as well. Fufu, welcome to the stream. Stacks, welcome. PB, welcome. Mushto, welcome to the stream. We'll talk about XRP potentially. I'm not quite sure. Ben, welcome to the stream. Tahar, welcome to the stream. Arnold, welcome. Team Dave, what's up? It's good to have you all back here. Alec, welcome to the stream. Welcome, everybody. And let's get right into it. So there's two coins that have also been mentioned in the chat and that I wanted to look at myself, and that's XPL and NEAR. So we'll start off with those. The general market circumstances right now are still quite similar to when I did my middle of the day market update, which means that they're quite unstable. And you can see that with the volatility index, you can see that with equities still dropping like a brick, but Bitcoin is holding on great, okay? You can see that right here. We had high volume coming in, higher volume than we had yesterday and higher volume than we had on Wednesday, with a big spike up, long wick to the downside at the yearly rolling VWAP. Strong bullish confirmation afterwards. So I'm fairly positive about Bitcoin, and I'm very positive about altcoins as well. And that's what we'll talk about, because there's a couple of altcoins that are looking quite, beautiful, I'd have to say. Let me open up my my door a little bit. I think the connection could be better. I might be lagging a little bit, so be right back. Okay, we're back. So let's check out XPL. Let's check out NEAR. Like I said, for those of you tuning in later, I think Aptos is actually quite interesting as well. This is the trade I took on it this morning at the fair value gap in the 7-day rolling VWAP after strong momentum. It's a bit of a new idea. I mean, honestly, we obviously have a signal group. I did not send it as a signal. Because I'm testing some strategies, but it looks quite interesting. Glenn, you don't have to call me sir, but Fetch will take a look at as well. I thought it was quite interesting, and I have an interesting chart on that, so I want to show that. Mrs. Aleffin, your first live, welcome to your first live. Ravid, welcome. DH, ciao. William, I'm not sure. I mean, look, maybe this cycle is over. Maybe the bear market is starting. There's still plenty of opportunities to make money in the bear markets. I mean, I personally traded 2022, 2023. You could have made a ton of money in there as well, right? It's not, if we're entering a bear market, when the crypto market is this big, there will be opportunities. Trust me. Okay, let's talk about some things. Bitcoin is still, it's holding relatively well, but like I said, I mean, maybe this bearish pressure fundamentally is going to push us down at some point of time. I'm not too worried about it right now. So there's a couple of coins that have quite a lot of momentum at this point of time. First of all, NEAR. NEAR is doing exceptionally well, as you can see. For me, the key possibility for NEAR is a pullback into the point of control. Okay, what you can see right here is that NEAR had a balance formed right here. So this is the volume profile, and then you have the point of control here, right? So this is where you have a lot of liquidity. So NEAR scooped down below, reclaimed back into the range, and now it's trying to already break above this previous range. And that is fine, but when that happens, given the fact that NEAR is leaving a lot of imbalances, what happens very often, control. So for NEAR, I think the most interesting opportunity, given the current market circumstances, is something potentially like, I'm not sure if you can see it here on the chart as well. No, it's not that clear there. But for me, it's this level right here at 2.25. All right, the area around 2.25, that's the key area where I'll be looking at for NEAR for a potential entry, all the way up to this next liquidity zone at 2.7. Right, you can see 2.7 is the point of control of the entire range that NEAR has been in since February 2025. So very liquid area, and we also have the 200 EMA right there. But I'm not going to force anything, right? I'm not going to buy at market in these market circumstances. I will wait for 2.25, 2.26 for NEAR, and I might even get a little bit greedy and say I'll wait for a reaction. And obviously, look, it's not guaranteed that it will pull back into that, but into that area. But that's the first area where I would say, okay, there it looks interesting, and there the risk reward is worth it. I mean, NEAR, without a question, is one of the coins that is most interesting. You can see a ton of momentum coming in here as well. So it is very interesting, but you still have to be critical, right? You have to be critical with risk rewards. You have to be critical with the setups you're taking, I think. Filecoin also still has a lot of momentum. But we'll talk about XPL first. I'm monitoring the market as well a little bit, of course. I mean, there's ICP still quite strong. StarkNet is gaining some momentum. That is quite interesting. AR is still quite strong. AR is pumping, but it's relatively weak compared to Filecoin. We'll talk about Filecoin in a moment. That's still very interesting as well. That's cold coffee. It's not amazing. Okay, let's take a look at the XPL. Shitty. Here, look at this. This is a setup I was in yesterday. I mean, look at this. It could have been amazing. I exited it at little profit before I went to sleep. I thought that it wasn't worth the risk. But look at this setup, man. It was the idea behind it was absolutely phenomenal. But you can see a lot of momentum. I mean, you can see a lot of volume coming in right here. Look, the thing with XPL, the thing with Plasma, is that I have a little bit of PTSD with it. Like if you look at the technical structure right here, it's gaining some momentum. It's also same thing as with NEAR. It's trying to break above a previous range point of control. I would argue, I mean, if Bitcoin is able to find some sort of a bottom, I think XPL looks good to rally up higher. And when we're talking about higher, I would say the main level is right here at 35 cents. But I'm going to be completely transparent and honest in this stream. Even though this looks like pretty solid price action, and I think in terms of sentiment and in terms of the fundamentals, I think so many people are incredibly negative and shorting XPL that something like this is also possible, right? Because if everyone is negative about a coin, very often that's bullish. That's a good thing, okay? So that's not necessarily bad. And now we have a high time frame, strong breakout, very relevant breakout. So I would say this is most likely for XPL. But I will not be trading this. I mean, maybe if we get a spike into this imbalance right here at 29 cents, I'll set a price alert. I mean, something like this, like you can get pretty greedy, right? If you put a long limit, for example, here at the point of control of that high volume move we had during the NYO, like then you have, if you do something like this, and you aim for 35 cents, which, like I said, if you look at this, that's the next price target, you can get a risk reward of almost 3. This is, I would say, almost worth it. Like if you take something like this, that's also why I set a price limit. You also have the 0.382 FIB there. This looks worth it. And maybe you split your orders, maybe you split your entries right here in this area between 29.5 cents and 28.8 cents. Let me know. Is this interesting? Is it interesting if I talk about potential trade setups like this? I wonder. I mean, I'm also when I'm talking about these setups, I also feel like I'm going a little bit quick. So I could talk about it a little bit more slowly as well. But let me know. I'm actually quite interested to hear what all of you think, and whether it's interesting. You cannot hear me. You should be able to hear me. Can you hear me? What's up? Oh, no. How is it now? How's the mic? And did you still hear what I said? James, I'm looking at it right now. but it's mixed. Like some people say the audio is fine, and some people say the audio is not great. And some people are saying that when they turn off the stream, the audio is good. What's up then? Is it okay? I mean, it should be good. I'm getting mixed opinions on it. Some people say it's good. Some people say it's bad. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I mean, it could be my internet, to be fair, but let me see. It should be good. No, the volume is good. The volume is good. The volume is not low. But if I keep cutting out, I mean, okay, most people seem to have good audio. So if it's not good, yeah, okay, no. Okay. I have to change some things. Let me actually check this. No, I cannot close that. Let me close this. Yeah, I mean, so some people say the audio is good, but I'm getting some notifications from YouTube to my left that the bit rate is not amazing. Okay, so I think that's No, I think it's my internet as well, Tony. Thank you, but I think it's my internet as well. But okay, so let me know if you want to know more about setups, right? I mean, right here, for example, you have XPL, which I think XPL or Plasma fundamentally, I think that's interesting, okay? Because it's very hated and everybody thinks it's going to zero. That makes it interesting to me. And then what you have right here on the 4-hour time frame is you have a high volume move above the previous balance, right? So we had balance right here. And you can see we've been able to break above the entire balance. So then, but we have left an imbalance to the downside. So I think, okay, this is bullish, right? Fundamentally, I think there's a reason that we can think of why this would rally up higher. Technically, we've had a big bullish breakout. So what is an interesting entry? An interesting entry would be if we spike down into that imbalance and then bounce back up. So then we dissect that, we look a little bit further into that imbalance, and what do we see? We see that there's a high confluence level right here between 29.5 cents and 28.7 cents. It's high risk, but it's worth it to me, okay? Because there you have the 382 fib, you have the point of control of the high volume move, so that's a high liquidity zone, and you have the single print. And then I place the stop loss below the 7-day rolling VWAP so that in the worst case scenario, we can spike down into that. Does that make sense? Does that make sense as a setup? Ahmad, it seems to be a problem from my side, but if you refresh, it should be good. No, Johnny, if they are messing with me, shame on them, shame on them. But I'm getting some notifications from YouTube, so it might be that some people, if their internet is a little bit less, that it could be that I'm cutting in and out. It's not my microphone, it's the bit rate, it's the internet. Well, I have my door open. I mean, it should be good, but okay. So this is an interesting setup. Like I said, another interesting setup to me is NEAR. NEAR has a lot of momentum. I'm not going to buy into this momentum, all right? The risk reward test of this high liquidity zone around 2.3 and 2.25. And if you want to be safe, you can wait for a good reaction there as well. That's a possibility. Let me see. What more? I mean, WorldCoin was shown. Nah, WorldCoin is not enough. I mean, when we look at momentum, I mean, Filecoin is still incredibly strong, right? Filecoin is one of the best performing cryptos I've seen in a while. But here you also have like how are you going to enter a coin like this? It's very difficult, right? But again, it's entering this previous balance. So what you could do, if you think that this is a real breakout, and if you think it's a real rally, which it looks like it, right? There's so much volume that it almost cannot be fake. But you want to be on the safe side. What you do is you enter at the bottom of the range, all right? And then you can use a pretty tight stop loss, right? Because then you can do something like this. You can place a long limit at the 382 fib, you can place the take profit at the top of the range that we have broken back into, and you just place your stop loss quite tight under the 90-day rolling VWAP or something. This is a very risky trade, and I'm not going to take it myself, but it's something that's plausible. It's technically, if you do that every time that you see a structure like this, you're probably going to be profitable, all right? And that's ultimately what it boils down to. You have to take setups that if you always take those setups, you'll be profitable because you are going to lose, right? I mean, nobody has a 100% win rate. Nobody does. So you have to enter setups that you know, okay, if I take this specific setup 100 times, I'm going to be profitable. Now, 40 of those times, it's going to lose you money. But outside of that, it's going to be good. Cyprian, welcome to the stream. The audio is cutting in and out for some people. If it is, you have to refresh. It seems like that's the problem. I'm getting pretty good data from OBS, which I use as a streaming software, but YouTube is telling me, it's not so good. But okay. Outside of that, so NEAR is interesting. Filecoin is interesting. Fetch. Someone asked me about Fetch. Now, Fetch, or ASI, so that's the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, is fundamentally horrible, I think. However, technically, it is quite interesting. And I'll tell you why. We have a lot of momentum coming in right here. Okay, this is interesting. I might take a live trade right here. I might. Let me see. This is a relevant Fibonacci level. We have the 382 fib right here at 30 cents. So Fetch has been one of the strongest cryptos today. If you take a look at the top 100 cryptos, you'll be able to see. Here, fetch is up 50% already. So that's quite a lot. But it has also broken a significant level right here at 29 cents. So again, there is a lot of momentum. There's a lot of volume. So there's enough potential for us to rally up higher. But we have also left a major imbalance to the downside. So again, we zoom in. What do we see? And what we see is that there's a major imbalance, or at least there's a high liquidity zone, it seems, around this level right here at 28 and 27.5 cents. So I think something like that, if you take it with a small position size, this is interesting. Okay, so what can happen here? Stop loss under the 7-day rolling VWAP. What can happen here is that we can spike down into that area. I'm going to set this. As a trade, to be fair. It looks interesting enough. Don't follow me if you don't know risk management, of course. But it looks good enough. I mean, fetch has a lot of momentum. It has a lot of volume. So I think it can potentially rally up higher. And then there's imbalances to the downsides. We can spike down into this level right here at 27 cents, where we have 2 point of controls. We have a single print, and we have the retest of this high time frame key level as well. So for me, that's interesting enough for a potential entry. So that's around 27.5 cents. Let's set it at 27.5 cents. Stop loss under the 7-day rolling VWAP. This is risky, right? I mean, we could theoretically spike down like this, and it would be a loss. That's a possibility, of course. But it's worth. And then I'm going to risk like 0.5% of my capital. So a very small position. But that looks good enough. How's the audio? How's the what is happening? Okay. Something just glitched. How's it right now? I should be good. I don't know. I mean, something is happening. Something is happening with the audio. Yeah, it's buffering, Simon. It's not great. Okay, MSC, welcome to the stream. Yeah, let's talk about SUI. So a lot of people are asking about SUI right now. Look, I think SUI is actually pretty good right here. Because SUI is at a very strong support level at $2. And you can see right now that it's actually holding relatively well. We have a major bullish divergence here as well, so that's great. Nick. Burgers for everyone. So you have a pretty strong bullish divergence here at a very strong support level. I mean, if you take a look at all the bullish divergences that SUI has had, from my indicator, like almost always have we got some bullish momentum. Not always, but almost always. Like here we actually got some relief, or we got some relief afterwards. Here we actually got a little bit of relief afterwards. And here we got some, well, here it also took some time. Very often when we form a bullish divergence, it seems that we have one more spike down. But that might have been this one. I mean, this is a bullish divergence. We actually have some momentum coming in as well. I mean, if we zoom in with SUI, it actually looks pretty good. I mean, look at this. Wow, pretty strong. Pretty damn strong on SUI. So I actually think that, it is a possibility. I think if you want to buy or if you want to trade SUI, I think you need to take into account that another spike is still a possibility. But ultimately, I think SUI is bottoming. I think SUI is bottoming at 1.9 and $2. And I think we'll be able to get a move into 2.3 and potentially 2.5 in the next 2 weeks or so. It looks quite strong, but the entire market is recovering quite well right now. Litecoin quite strong as well. Aptos quite strong, which is great. Siddharth, we spoke about a couple of entries in this video. We spoke about an interesting XPL entry. So that is sitting around 29.5 and 28 cents, I think. We spoke about a potential near entry at 2.5. Correct me if I'm wrong. 2.3. So that's unlikely to hit, but it is a possibility. And I'm personally in an Aptos trade right now. That's doing pretty good. I'm in 2 Aptos trades, to be fair. I'm in a spot position, and I'm in a futures position. Ethereum Classic, also strong. Bah, look at this. Look at this. It's too strong. It's too powerful. I'm not going to trade this. ICP. ICP is struggling a bit. AR, quite strong. Filecoin still rallying. There's a lot rallying right now. There's a lot of momentum in the markets. I mean, ultimately, the markets are just doing quite good at the moment. I have to be fair. I mean, I think that there's a realistic chance that Bitcoin has just bottomed right here, and that altcoins will rally the rest of November. I mean, I know it's a little bit strange to say after the week we've just had, and at the same point of time, the volatility index, so unrest in the markets, is still increasing, and the equities are still dumping. But Bitcoin is holding on so incredibly well, and you can see that altcoins are also rallying with that. And like I said, I mean, there's a couple of altcoins. So that's Filecoin, that's Fetch, Litecoin is also entering the chat, Near, Ethereum Classic. What more do we have? Starknet. Starknet is also gaining some momentum. But let me quickly look at... let me see. Yeah, this. Starknet. Look at this momentum. But let me quickly look at the chat. No, we're never going to chase entries. Herman, daily streams like this is too much. I mean, I don't have the time, unfortunately. But I've been planning to do them more often. I mean, those of you who are watching the channel, you know that I've been streaming every week now, and I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to bring it up to twice every week. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. Okay, BitTensor, Tau, we'll talk about that. Ego streams, you can stop the spamming now. We'll talk about that. Yep. Stein, we'll cover Arbitrum as well. We'll do Starknet. Okay, Starknet, keep your eyes on this. It's gaining a lot of momentum, so it's worth to have on your watch list. Ego streams, stop the spam, man. Come on, I already read it. Yeah, BitTensor. Meh. I don't know. Yeah, BitTensor is not bad, I suppose. Oh, we actually got some shorts closed right here. That's a good thing. It seems, look, for me, I think fundamentally BitTensor is still interesting, right? Because we have that Tau halving in December, as most of you know. So that we're talking about Tau right now, right? So that everybody can follow. So fundamentally, it's quite interesting. I think technically we still need a little bit more confirmation, and that could be with this level that we have right here at 380. You can see 380. If we look at all the price action right here, right? 380 is the value area low. So if we're able to reclaim that, I think buying Tau is a possibility. I mean, I'm not going to give signals in these streams, okay, guys? So you still have to do your own analysis. You still have to make your own verdict. I mean, it's too... If I'm going to tell you, oh, buy this, oh, that looks good to buy, oh, you should long that, oh, you should short that. Some of you are going to max, like 100x long that shit. Oh, there goes the monetization. But you're going to 100x long and you're going to be liquidated, because I'm not always right. But it seems to me if 380 is reclaimed by Tau, given the fact that it still has a strong fundamental catalyst, I think it looks interesting, to say the least. Okay, it looks interesting. That's all I'm going to say. But ultimately, I do think this is most likely, especially if Bitcoin is going to be able to continue recovering like this. Arbitrum, Stein, Arbitrum, this is for you. Arbitrum is not popping on my radar, right? What's popping on my radar right now is Starknet, it's Litecoin, it's XPL, it is Aptos, it is Filecoin. Those are popping off on my radar. Arbitrum is not, but that doesn't make it bad. It's just not. Okay, so it probably has a little bit less momentum. It does have some momentum, and we do have a very strong bullish divergence as well. Do bullish divergences work well on Arbitrum? Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good success rates. Not 100%, of course. A pretty good success rate. I mean, Arbitrum looks pretty good. The key level for Arbitrum to watch is this level at 29.5 cents. Right? You can see that the consolidation we formed since March. Litecoin is very strong. I mean, look at this. Look at Litecoin rallying like this. It's insanely strong. But the consolidation that Arbitrum has been in since March, the key level that we need to reclaim is 29.5 cents. So Stein, that's the area I would keep my eyes on. If we're able to reclaim that, so if we're able to break above that, I think it looks quite good, and I think we can rally back into 34 cents. Look, what I said, Ethereum is quite weak. Arbitrum is Ethereum beta. So, and we also see no other signs of a lot of strong momentum. So I'm going to be a little bit hesitant or a little bit cautious in telling you that Arbitrum is going to rally or is really going to. Okay, should be better now. Something is going on with my internet. No. But like I said, I mean, something is going on with my internet. So, no, it's down again. Shit. Just not loading right now. It's trying to reconnect. It should be better now. It's no. It's yeah, okay. No, the connection issues are okay, it looks like it's a little bit better right now, the connection, but this is nothing, of course. Well, thank you very much, Redusk. That gives me hope. So it should be better now, but I mean, it's not great to watch. So I think we're going to end the stream. I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, I've had some connection issues here and there, but ultimately this is better, but it's just not great. So let's end with a little bit of with a summary. Litecoin has a lot of momentum. I think that's interesting to keep your eyes on. Near has a lot of momentum. I think that is something that you need to keep your eyes on. Filecoin, if we get a deep pullback, is interesting. I think Sui is creating a local bottom. Fetch could be interesting as well, but very risky. And Aptos, that's very interesting as well. If you scroll back in the stream, yeah, it's again the bit rate is not coming through, so it's a very bad connection at this point of time. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, Daniel, you're right, but my where my internet cable comes into the house is very far away. So I'm still, you are right, but I still have to figure that out. Maybe work with some extenders and then use a cable from that extender. That's a possibility. But okay, so if you go back to the beginning of the stream, we spoke about some specific setups, right? Potential trade setups. I actually set one as well. I know it's okay now, but it's cutting in and out. So that's not great. I mean, I might just be talking about something very interesting in a moment and it's going to cut out. That sucks. Okay, that just sucks. I mean, like I said, there's a couple of coins, like top of my watch list at this point of time are Near, Aptos, Starknet, Fetch, Filecoin, and that's it. Maybe Quant. Okay, but that's top of my watch list. I think that's, and Litecoin maybe as well. Litecoin looks quite interesting. That's top of my watch list. That is what I think you need to focus on. There are some setups at the start of the stream, like I said, but for now that's it. We're going to go live more often. I think I'll be live on Sunday as well, so keep your eyes on the channel for that. But for now, thank you very much for being here, everybody. It was very fun. The moments that I wasn't lagging, it was extremely fun and hopefully also valuable for all of you, because ultimately, fun in these live streams is number one, and quality, value is number two. I hope. But that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all very soon. I also, for those of you interested in that, I also posted a market update a little bit earlier talking about this, right? So if you still want my thoughts on the general markets, check that out. But that's it for now. Thank you, everybody. Take care.